Hello, everybody. We are here going live, and it is myself, Kristin Davies, and we have Gloria Rice with us. How awesome is this?
Hello, everyone. Hi.
Woohoo! So we're just talking today about our spiritual experiences, and how cool is that? Because I know that you have had some spiritual experiences, but I haven't heard of them yet, which I'm really excited to hear about. I know that you have a pull towards JC, I call him, also known as Jesus, and so do I. And you probably came from the background or the approach of like you've always had that connection, whereas I had a different background. It's called the "oh, Jesus is here and wants to talk to me, and I'm not too sure I want to talk to him" background. So, and then, but once you get to know this beautiful being, you really connect with him in such a magnificent way. He's just amazing. Is it like your big brother in spirit, really? That's basically what we're talking about here. Somebody that's been through many lifetimes and is here to help us. So, I said to myself, well, you haven't declined help from your angels. You haven't declined help from the archangels. So why would you start with Jesus? Why don't we just see what he's about instead of just shutting the door? But I always linked him up with religion. So, and I was very spiritual, always chatting with my angels. But so what are some of your experiences with JC?
Actually, the 101 course really kind of opened me up to a relationship with JC. I've always, I was raised in a religious type of, experience, but Jesus was always someone who died. And so I really never connected with him or even thought that I could connect with him except through, the what's written about him.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a brand new experience for me. And like you said, he feels like a big brother.
Yeah.
And it comes in for me first through my back, like this warmth through my back, and then out through my heart chakra. Mm-hmm. And he's just amazing. I have not had that experience growing up with Jesus.
Me either.
This is wonderful. And I'm just so excited because I just feel like I don't know. He's just to me something that I've been wanting to experience all my life. As a light worker, I don't know whether I share this with a lot of light workers now that I've taken the course, but I've always felt alone, and so. Taking the 101 course and meeting others, I don't have that feeling at all. And Jesus is a big part of that.
Yeah. Oh, I totally felt that way too. Totally alone. And I know that feeling like you think you're alone, but then once you start to open up and learning how to channel, you realize how not alone you are. Like all the time. And just we have really positive friends in our lives, right? But when you connect with your divine team, it takes that to a whole other level of high vibrational frequency and friends. And like they are my friends. They're much more than just my friends. And so some of the spiritual or the experiences that you've had with spirit, what were they like before you took the Mediumship 101 course? Like, I don't even know this from you yet, like what were you experiencing as far as communicating with spirit and connecting with spirit?
I've always had this connection that I didn't really identify it was spirit. All I knew I was different. I would hear voice, I would hear things, and then they would manifest. And of course, I would share it with someone, and they would think I was crazy. So I was no one that I can talk to. I had an out-of-body experience where that took away my fear of death. And but mainly I kept things to myself because I would get messages. Now I know they're messages, and they would just manifest. And I just thought it was just magical. I thought it was very lucky. Now I know it was spirit. So I was doing it unconsciously.
Yeah.
I was kind of communicating unconsciously.
Unconsciously. There's so many people like that had come into the course, like connecting, or they would have this thing happening to them on a repeated basis, but they didn't know what it was. So then like you come into a one-on-one course and you realize, oh, that thing that kept happening to me is actually my team of angels trying to reach out to me. And okay, so now let's further it down the line and let's see what they'd like to say. Like I'm having people come to me and tell me some pretty incredible stories about what is happening to them since they've taken the course, during and after. It's been pretty amazing. I definitely noticed that, our upper chakras and our channels are definitely opening more when we're in the course.
Yeah.
And I always say to people who come on live and practice in the course, that seems to open up it's like spirit steps up even more and things open even more so. So I'm always one that says, come on camera, face the fear and do it anyways, because that's when things further along even more so. So Have you, like when you were in the course and you were in it for 1 month, did you notice any changes happening? Like, did you notice any of your channels opening more, or things were starting to connect more?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. In 1 month, what I noticed was, well, when I started the course, there were some blocks that I'm sure Jesus was helping me with. So there's some shedding of some things as well, to get to the light. We are light, of course.
Yeah.
And then you don't really have to do everything. I noticed that I was comparing myself. A lot of people were doing the same thing to others' progress. So I stopped doing that. And it was a lot of things that I was shedding, like I said, first of all. And then I began to really feel spirit more and more. There's a lot of things going on. One of the things I want to say about the course, too, is I really love that you're the only person on YouTube that I know of, at least when I was watching at first, that was saying that you, too, can channel. Everyone else was, come to me, I'll channel for you. You are the only one. I'm not sure now because you're helping others, but you say, no, you can channel. We channel every day. And that was like startling to me. So, during the class, I did a lot of purging and just connecting with others, I think. And then that's when things start to, come in and I start to channel more allowing. Maybe that's the word. I did a lot more allowing.
They want to channel, but then they don't have the belief that they can. And that in itself, or they doubt that they can channel. So therefore it blocks them. So that's a lot of what shifts in a person. I'd imagine there's other things going on to say that we know everything is not even remotely the case. I mean, there must be blocks from this lifetime and possibly past lifetimes. I'm sure a lot of shifting is going on, and spirit is working on us. They're working on us to help open us up. And then we step forward and it's just really, it's awesome to connect with other high vibrational people in private, comfortable setting from your home. You don't have to go anywhere. You just have to turn your laptop on and participate when you can. I mean, for me, that's the beauty of it. And I look around online too. I don't see anybody else really kind of like saying, you can channel. In fact, I find, when I'm channeling the angels during my sessions with people, if they say, let's practice, I'm like, let's practice. So I'm like giving a reading, but the angels want the person to practice because they're that close to getting it. So then I work with their angels and I start practicing with them right there in the reading. And then they're like, the look on somebody's face when they first start to channel is like the best ever for me. Because I thought I was all alone and that I couldn't do this. It was so like depressing for some number of years. And then you realize, wow, like you're not alone and you can tap into this energy anytime you want and it's always with you. And then the cherry on top is showing others how to do it. And you know, the gifts that brings you in your day-to-day life when you can connect with your divine team every day, it is just like there are no words. So one person wants to know a little bit more about your out-of-body experience.
Well, it was just a random experience. I was laying down. I think I may have been watching TV. I was in my 20s, in my apartment. And the next thing I know, I was like on the ceiling, you know, and looking at my body on the bed. And because I didn't have any kind of anyone to talk to about it, I became fearful. And then that's when I came back into my body like a thud. But that experience did leave me with knowing that there's more than just this physical life.
Yeah.
I no longer at that point feared death.
Yeah. Yeah.
No longer at that point feared death at all.
And I haven't had an out-of-body experience, but I definitely have communicated with enough souls and angels, archangels, ascended masters, whatever label you want to give, source, my higher self. Even when you chat with your higher self, you realize just this is just such a short time on earth. And so like while we're here and pinched off, right? Because now we're coming back into the light. We are moving through ascension. We are moving onto a path of awakening. Why not teach people how to reconnect? Because I always say to everybody in spirit, they don't have a vocal box and they don't have a mouth. So how do they talk with each other? And that is through telepathy. So really channeling is telepathy. And it's amazing how a lot of these younger children coming onto the earth now, coming in, these younger beings are all telepathically, a lot of them are telepathically communicating with each other. That's been something that I've heard for some time.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, you know, we are relearning, we are remembering. And so any hand I can play in that to help people remember and reconnect with their team, I will do my very best to do so. So coming up June 1st for a full month, from June 1st to the 30th, we have another Mediumship 101 course. And we've got that coming up. Myself and William Michael Forbes are going to be hosting that. And several other mediums are joining us. I'm super pumped about that for an entire month for $199 US. And if anyone would like to know more about that, they can go to KristinDaviesMedium.com, or you can come and find the course details also on Kristin Davies on Facebook. But I love it. I love doing this.
Me too.
Yeah, it is so much fun. Even if you didn't want to go live and you just wanted to hang back and practice with your deck of angel cards, which acts like a bridge to help you. How do you get from here to there without a bridge? So it's right here. And so even if you wanted to hang back, you can literally just sit there and get free mini readings for an entire month from multiple different people. So you'll work with the students, you'll work with the mediums, and it's just a lot of fun. It's like tons of fun. Everybody interconnecting with each other and talking with each other and guidance from each other is awesome. And it's going to be.
And one of the things about the mediums in the course is everyone is different. All the mediums are different. So you have a great variety of how source is individualized. And so, you know, you may resonate with one more than the other. And then as we evolve, you're resonating more with, you know, it's a nice blend of different individual spirits in the mediumship.
Totally agree with that. So like, you know, and I don't take it personally if somebody doesn't resonate with me. That's okay. It's just that at that stage in their life, that's just not a vibrational match. And it's great when they do resonate with me. And sometimes, you know, and vice versa. It's all energy. So you've got a nice range of different students that you'll connect with, making new friendships and connecting with different mediums in the group. And the course is going to be held in a group on Facebook, a private group. So it's private. It's awesome. And so what are some of the things that you noticed in the last Mediumship 101 course with the students that were in the course? Like, what kind of changes did you notice when you were partaking in the last course with the other students?
Well, I noticed, just like myself as a student, at first you have lots of questions, which, you know, is normal. And then as things progress and you become more at peace and with spirit, you now feel more like, let me help others. So it goes from, you know, an outward to an inward kind of transformation, where now I don't have it all together, but I do have a great desire to help others. I see that a lot happening, that kind of transformation, and where people want to reach out.
The confidence.
And the confidence, yes.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You know what surprised me in this last course is how quickly people wanted to charge out the gate. That I was not prepared for. They were like rearing to go. And I was trying to keep up with them, you know, doing my best. It was amazing. It was like, you know, the tortoise.
You know what?
Everybody's hair.
I wouldn't be surprised if this next course would be even faster, because I feel like, you know, Jesus has said, you know, things are speeding up, really speeding up. And the energy is coming in, you know, really fast. So I think it's been faster with this next one.
Yeah. I better go get some new.
Everyone is, you know, it's compare. There are some, I was in the first. I didn't even know we're in them because they kind of do their own thing. But then when they came forward, I was just amazed because, you know, it's not always about going live. They were doing the work internally behind the scenes. And then when they did come forth, it was just amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's so awesome to watch everybody like come live, or just, you know, if you don't come live, you can at least partake in the channeling that's going on. I'm going to have to get some new running shoes and some new track pants to keep up with everybody. That much is for sure. You guys are all running out the gate so fast. So what are some of the changes that have happened with you after taking the course? Like, how has your connection with spirit changed after the course, and are there any other changes that have happened?
Well, when I was taking the course, one of the channelings said that, you know, my angels were working with me on assertiveness, because I am super introvert, empath. So even coming live with you like this, just, you know, not even hesitating, they've been working with me as far as being more assertive, which makes me feel more empowered, which also makes me realize that I'm not alone. I have help. I have tons of help. So that's one of the things. What's huge for me is to just come out is to and just really feel a lot more joy when I did.
Mhm.
But just knowing that you have help is huge with me. Is knowing that I'm not alone is a huge with me. So
Yeah,
that's what I noticed for
yeah.
me. As far as my spirit guides, I I just talk to them daily. I didn't know how to talk to them, and that's another thing that I learned through other people, through the mediums and through the other students. On just talk to them like you would talk to anyone else.
Mhm.
And I think one thing that stick with me that you always that they want to communicate with you. They want that communication.
Big time.
It just never occurred to me. It just
Yeah.
never occurred to me.
Oh yeah. If it's amazing how many people come to me for readings and they're like, I just felt pulled towards you. Then I know they're meant to come to me because I know their team
Hmm.
is guiding them over in my direction for a reason. So let's sit down and find out
Right.
why that is. But also in the course, we have some people that are maybe a little bit more open and connected, and some that are not open at all and not connected. They're pinched off, which is okay. Everybody's going to start from somewhere.
Right.
That's the key. We all
Right.
start somewhere. I was there. I didn't hear spirit. I wasn't interested in hearing spirit. I was too busy out having fun with my friends. So, having health issues really, put the brakes on enough for me to go inwards. And then all of a sudden I was introduced to my team, and that was a bit of a surprise for me. I didn't even know what that was because it was so high vibrational. There was nothing else I'd experienced in this lifetime that could compare to that. So I didn't even know what it
Right.
was. So it took, a little bit of time to, but all I knew was, oh my goodness, like I want to connect to that on a regular basis. I
Hmm.
want guidance from that high vibrational being for sure. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So, you may not have the answers, but you can always turn to your team and connect them with them daily and get some answers. Oh, yeah. David, I agree. If you feel that pull, there is no question. It's just like when you're going through your day to day and you get pulled towards a license plate, or you get pulled to look at the
Yeah.
clock and you keep getting the same number sequences, or maybe you're pulled to your deck of cards to look at your deck of cards. They want to say something to you. They want to say something to you, but maybe you can't hear them right out the gate, but they can tell you through this, and they will.
Hmm. They
Everybody,
will.
it's fascinating. Everybody has their way of doing cards. I have my way. And my
Hmm.
way consisted of what the angels told me would work. And a lot of people were quite surprised, I found, when I taught them how to use their deck of cards in the last course. They were like, oh,
Hmm.
yeah, we didn't think about doing it that way. And I thought, cool. So I'm going to show everybody. So bare minimum, you're going to have a good time. You're going to connect with a lot of high vibe people. You're going to feel really supported. And you're going to have
Right.
bare minimum, you're going to know how to connect with your team through these high
Yes.
vibrational cards. Whichever deck you want, doesn't matter. Whichever
Hmm.
deck you're drawn to. So,
Yeah. That was fun.
yeah,
It's fun.
it was totally fun. Every day. Every day was like this person pulling the cards, this person, that person. And then, everybody's got to
Hmm.
work. Everybody has their life their life. So the course is taken around your own schedule and your own time zone. So
Yes.
that's the way it's built, which
Yes. Yes.
is ideal
Yes.
in the comfort of your own home
Yeah.
around your schedule. And then you can see who's coming
Hmm.
up, who's coming live, and what they're going to be teaching you. So you can either be there in person or afterwards. But like Spirit says, whether you're there in person or afterwards, there are no time-space constraints. It all unfolds in
Right.
the moment of now, whatever now that is, while you're watching it, which is cool.
Right.
So I know that you were pretty brave after this course. This much I do know, because you stepped forward and you decided to come right out the gate onto social media yourself. So I thought this would be a great opportunity for you to share where people can come and connect with you, because I know right now you are channeling Jesus and Freya on your YouTube channel, which has been
Yes.
magnificent. I've really enjoyed it. So I'm just going to leave it in your hands to go ahead and share with everybody where they can come find you.
Yeah. The wonderful Alyssa Reynolds helped me with my Facebook
Alyssa
business
Reynolds.
page. I'm still developing that, and then my YouTube channel. Since I'm really familiar with YouTube, so I do have a YouTube channel, Gloria Rice. And what I've done is a series of videos. This is my first series on abundance, and I was guided to do it using the abundance book by Jesus, because he's saying that the economic structure that we're in is going to change, and the light workers need to be equipped with the economic change. And so I'm really enjoying it. I really enjoy doing the videos, and it's just Gloria Rice on YouTube, and my LinkedIn is also on that for my Facebook page. Yeah. So there'll be more videos. Yeah, I was nudged. Sometimes my spirit team will nudge me to do it, and I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did.
You know, when your team has your back and they're nudging you and guiding you in a certain direction, even when it's like not comfortable for you, because it's not always going to be. But that's the whole point in stretching yourself to grow. And I'm talking about myself here too, because there's times where I don't feel like channeling this being, or maybe, you know, I have questions about why they want me to go down this path or this direction. But then afterwards, I see the bigger, broader perspective as to why, and I understand where they're coming from. You know, so you can't grow unless you're going to be temporarily, at times, uncomfortable, and that's okay. Face the fear and do it anyway. Everything you want is on the other side of fear. So I think we've stood back, hanging back, and allowing fear to suppress us for a little too long now, and now it's time to make some changes. You know, and irregardless of economic changes or otherwise, or whatever is going to unfold in this reality, the Abundance book by John Price, that's what teaches you to change what's going up in here. Therefore, your external world changes, including abundance. So abundance starts with change.
Yeah, it's definitely from the inside out.
Inside out.
Definitely from the inside out.
Rather than
abundance.
And banging up against everything externally outside yourself. Anytime I have an issue in my life, I always go, okay, now I go right here first. What is it in me that is a vibrational match for this happening? And I just sit there quietly and I go within, and then I say, okay, I don't like what's happening here. So what am I going to change within me and my thoughts to shift this into a different direction? That's the number one thing I do every single time. So how cool is that you stepped forward and you faced the fear and you went out and you've got these awesome social media platforms. I think it's brilliant. Love the Abundance book.
It is.
That's what I'm seeing from Melinda. She loves it. And yeah, she loves it. Princess says, Kristin is so mom. I so am. You know, somebody's gonna.
We love it.
Yeah, because I know what it's like to have no one, and that's not a good feeling. Yeah, and you too. We both feel that feeling. So if I'm gonna mum it up until you guys have had enough of me and you want to turn it off, or you just want to come and join me and have a good time for a month. Yes.
It is a good time, and it is you're just going to grow automatically just being in the high vibrational atmosphere. The community is wonderful.
Yeah. And
but as far as Goddess Freya is, channeling Jesus. I didn't know that much about Goddess Freya, so I just kind of looked up a little bit. And one of the things is I love cats, and that was one of her things. She had a chariot drawn by cats. She's a Nordic goddess. There's so many, yeah. But she's just so fierce, and she's sort
She's
of
fierce.
like yeah.
That's what
All
we
the
need.
goddesses are there. Yeah.
That's probably why she's
Yeah.
stepping forward with you, because that fierce energy is what you need right now. So I look at, okay,
Exactly.
what energies are coming to communicate with me? I must need this right now. That's what I say.
Yeah.
I must be needing this right now. Like last summer, I had Mary Magdalene come to me, and that was the first time ever. And what a different energy that was. It was really fascinating. Very nurturing, loving, like a big sister. It was really fascinating. And she's very calm and level, like very balanced. And I could really feel just how much her and Jesus love each other, like just totally working as a great team together. But I needed that big sister support last summer, and she came through, and I loved it.
Wow.
So does anybody have any questions at all? I'm just going to open the gate if you guys want to ask any questions. But for me, I love bringing everybody together, and I love that I can bring them together and everybody feels that support and connectedness. And, we all do the best that we can in the moment. And that's basically what I'm doing, is I'm bringing everybody together.
I love that about it, because it's a very safe community. This community, very safe place. It doesn't matter about your background, what you look like, your age, all that's out the window. It doesn't matter with spirit. And some people say it, but you actually walk the talk, and everyone gets on board because it's just love. It's just energy. And that in itself makes you grow, makes you expand. It really more than anything else.
It really does. And that's expansion and growth is what leads to more like happiness. So, that's the end goal. Grow, evolve, flourish, get really happy and joyous. Know that you can manifest anything you want in your reality. You can connect with your team.
Yeah.
My God. So,
and the other thing for me was it was just so much going on in my my life while I took the course. When I signed up for it, my daughter's graduating from high school in a couple of weeks, so it was a lot of activities with that. And then in my job, I had some challenges on my job, but I was able to fit all that in with this course, which I really love, because like you said, you have the videos and I can watch it at any time, day or night. And that really was, it really fit into what was going on. So if you're really, really busy, you'll still be able to take advantage of this.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's just designed that way. I like the way it's designed. Yeah.
Yeah. And the pre-recorded material, and you know where to go to look and see what's coming up. What you've missed, and then you can go ahead and catch up anytime you want. So we have a couple questions. Can you elaborate more on the money exchange for light workers you spoke about earlier? I think what she wants to know is more about what maybe Jesus has conveyed to you about the changes coming up for light workers in regards to abundance.
Well, he didn't give me the whole thing. I just asked, why abundance? Why does he want me to do abundance? And he said that the light worker community is going to need, as the Christ consciousness evolves or gets stronger on the planet, things are going to shift. We see it now, even like in religious type things, structures that are being, I guess, evolving or breaking down. But something, I don't have all of what's going to happen. All I know is there's going to be some shifts and some changes. economically.
Yeah.
And that doesn't just mean money. It just means a whole way of how we exchange goods and services.
I don't look at things from a place of fear or uncertainty, because I know that this is the difference between lacked thinking and pinched off thinking. So lack thinking is, oh, I wonder what's going to happen. Oh my God, and it's going to change. And no, it's abundant thinking. So whatever will be, it will be all right. All of my needs will be met abundantly for me now and always. So whether it comes through this way or that way, or maybe I'm guided over here, or we shift directions and we move over here, irregardless. And that is why it's so important for you to connect with your divine team, your spirit guides, your angels, one-on-one, so they can, help you in the moment at all times. You will be schooled. They will show you, like, for example, right now, just getting worked up in my head about this, that, and the other happening in my life. And, Jesus just comes in and gives me a little gentle reminder, Kristin, it's all in your head. That's all he said to me. It's all in your head. So how do you want it to be? All he said was, it's all in your head. That's all he said. So that really puts it into perspective. How long am I going to
and that's
about it?
Yeah, that's a good point. The whole thing is, abundance is just, it's who we are. And like you said, not to be distracted by externals, whatever comes up, because it's just who you are.
Your vibrational frequency of abundance has to be far greater than anything else somebody's telling you. Somebody will tell you, lack thinking, here. But you have to rise up above that, and your vibrational frequency of abundance has to be greater than. All your care will come from this. This is where it's the only place that matters. Right here.
Right
here. Right there.
That's your source.
Yep. And if this is going, then you just chill out. Relax. Go sit by a body of water. Go lean yourself up against the tree. Let the tree's energy help you. People always go, oh yeah, a tree. Well, don't knock it till you try it on a regular basis. The tree's energy will help.
Oh, I know.
Come back into your body and relax.
I shared about, I think it was in 101, about my experience with a tree in the park. I stood by a favorite tree for a while, and then I had the idea of burying a coin in the dirt by the tree that I was standing. Well, I didn't have I didn't have my purse with me. I said, okay, to myself, I'll do it next time I'm there. I'll bury a coin in the dirt by the root of the tree. Cool. So as I was walking away, I saw on the picnic table a spoon. It was turned over, and under it was a nickel, a coin.
No.
And I grabbed the coin and ran over to the tree and buried it with it. So I had the coin, and I had something to bury it with, the spoon. Oh. So that was sort of awesome. I love things like that. I like the practical things about spirit. When they say, hey, why don't you this morning think of a color, and I'll show you a color today. So I'm like, okay, I'll show me orange polka dots. I wanted something really outrageous. And lo and behold, during the day, I'll see someone with a hat with orange polka dots or something. So I have fun with spirit too.
Yeah, put them to the test. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Prove, like, whether you believe or not is so secondary. It's the actual asking. That's primary. For me, it was like at that stage when Jesus came into my life, things were a little bumpy in some areas. And I thought, well, let's just, I thought, am I going to work with Jesus? Not sure. Wasn't too sure. And then I thought, well, why not? Geez, like the angels, like literally, I have seen so many angels bow down to Jesus, not because like in our society of you are a great one. They're bowing to him out of love. It's all love.
Okay.
They're bowing to him because they love him, because he is just radiating love. It's all about love over there. And so,
yes.
And just to be in his presence is so magnificent, right? And probably I respect for him, but when that time was happening in my life, I thought, well, why not give Jesus a chance? Why not give the angels a chance? Why not talk to them? Why not put them to the test? Why not ask them? And then I just said, yeah, okay, let's do this. And then I was like, oh, well, that's when I was repeatedly. And I was like, awesome. And the guidance that comes through is so magnificent from Jesus. It's a magnificent. And he's straight to the point with me. Like, he's straight with me.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I want him to be with me. So it's all about intention. I like that.
Right.
All right.
And I'm always asking Archangel Michael to be in my house with me. Always. And so both here and in home and on the job, I started having him come in the job before I get there.
Exactly.
Before I get there.
I just say, can you move into my house, move into my job? That way he's working in these environments, helping us. Hugely important. I can't stress that enough. Right. Like sometimes, most of the time he's just here, but sometimes I'll have, issues with certain things, who they want me to channel or why they want me to channel certain, and then I'm going back and forth with him. But the wisdom that comes from these beings is incredible. So get ready for it. Get ready for it.
Ready.
Trudy would like to say, I was in the 101, the 102, and the 102 extension. I feel like I need to start over again. I lost the time to connect, but I loved it. I need to set my intention and apply myself. I doubt myself a lot, though. Everyone is wonderful, though. Okay, so take it again. Mm-hmm. Take it again. Connect again. Maybe push yourself a little bit more. Get on camera. Come on camera with one of the mediums and just relax. The number one thing I always say to people, I don't care if you get it right or not. It's not about you're right or you're wrong or you got it right or did you get that. That doesn't matter. What matters is that you step forward and practice. The practice. It's like getting on a bike and then poo-pooing yourself because you fell off the bike the first time. Well, you're probably going to need to get on the bike a few times and learn how to balance and how the handlebars work and the brakes and practice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Kathleen, I am thinking about taking the course a second time.
Practice. Yeah.
Practice. Come and join again. I absolutely feel spirit and energies, but have not experienced an aha moment. Yeah. Yeah, it is about the experience and the support in a private group. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes. And Melinda says she's done the abundance book twice. So that's great.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. And she's saying, yeah. She's also saying the mediumship course is amazing. Great techniques for connecting with spirit and meditation practices. Mm-hmm. Totally agree. Like William is something to behold. So, the way I approach things is different. The way William approaches things is different. Whichever you resonate with, or this medium, or that person, go with the flow. Just connect with whoever you resonate with. But he's amazing. When he was practicing with students, he was pulling on 3 or 4 at a time. Like, he is incredible. Yeah. Oh, Melinda, the course really helped open me up and connect with spirit.
He and Norma. But it's just what yeah.
Norma and William, what a duo.
Sometimes I don't really see.
Uh-oh. I think you're cutting out now. Oh, that's awesome. You guys are just typing the most wonderful comments about the course. Like, really appreciate that. I mean, it just goes to show. Hi, Cam, all the way over in Vancouver, not that far away. So anyways, it looks like we've lost connection, and we'll wrap it up. And I will put the course details below this video on YouTube. And again, you can come and check it out, KristinDaviesMedium.com. Or if you want to come to my Facebook page, there's lots of awesome info there. Love you guys. Have a great day. Bye.